weird little script here. This door here will open if you stand in front of it, and he's dead. So let's just demonstrate that now. It goes to a break room, you see, so we just move carefully in front of it like that, and it opens. We haven't alerted any of the guards in there, so why it opened is anyone's guess, really. Okay, so you, get up. Right, so I'm just going to pause the video to clear my throat. Will be a second, right? And now, throat clear, we will admire their ineffectual military tactics, as one of them knelt behind the other. That's not really going to help them. He will, meanwhile, spray one bullet at us and then give up. Well, I suppose that's as sensible as anything else any of them have tried to do, so we'll pick up that guy's ammo. We'll go back over here quickly to grab this guy's ammo. Hooray! Because we need all the ammo we can get. Because at the end of this mission there's a bit of a gauntlet, so let's take up the security camera as vengeance for that gauntlet, which will menace us later, I'm sure. Now, there are some very glary lights in this building, as you have probably noticed, but that's nothing in this game. You will see that later on when we get to Pelagic 2. It gets ridiculous how many of these lights they just start to throw around. So we've taken out the guys down here already, so we don't have to worry about them coming down that corridor anymore. Instead, we're going to clear out these offices where all these men are sitting, looking once again at weird spreadsheets. That's strange of them, so we will ignore them for that, and we will carry on. Well, they're animated graphs, they're not spreadsheets so much. I don't know, leave me alone. So, we'll go in here and we will take out this guy. As you can see, this is the alternate function of this gun. It locks onto people and allows us an enhanced auto-aim on them. You can lock onto up to 4 people at once and it will take it out in the order you locked onto them. There's really no point in using its primary fire because it's exactly the same, only it doesn't have this function. So, we are going to ignore that forever and ever and ever. And instead we're going to recock nothing again. Way. So, we will be briefly defeated by our inability to walk straight forwards. Now, as you can see, all the guns on these desks are unsilenced Falcon 2s. However, when you pick them up, they don't give you an unsilenced Falcon 2, they just give you ammo. There's a guy who's going to come out from around here in a minute, who is the first guy who has a secret weapon, good grief. Usually, in each stage, you'll find there's a couple of hidden weapons, and there's usually at least one guard who has a twin weapon. This guy has twin silenced Falcon 2s, and we want them. So it's worth menacing the people in those buildings by pointing guns through their windows. And here he comes! The man with 2 Falcon 2s is going to miss us. Hooray! But he hits us with his second shot. What a bastard. Now, one thing that's changed since GoldenEye is in GoldenEye you had invincible frames after each and every time you were hit, which meant that you could briefly not be hit, which would mean they couldn't kill you particularly easily. In this one, every sequential shot will hit you. There are no invulnerable frames when you are recoiling in fear from prior shots, so you can be killed off really quickly by certain things like him. The one animation you will learn to dread is when they walk towards you continually firing, but we can hear a phone call, so what's going on here?
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Personality is expandable in this case.
God, it's a Labour Party conference.
No, I can start the process on my office terminal and delete the necessary files at the same time.
Wait, hang on.
I'll begin it.
So, this guy isn't currently in his office. His office is actually on the next floor, so... What, does this dude just sort of walk around and answer random calls in random offices, assuming they might be for him? I think he deserves some horrific punishment for that later, and we will surely mete one out to him. So he runs off here, and he unlocks the second hidden weapon, which is in this cupboard over here. He just runs in here, and then he stops. Despite the fact there are guns on the walls, he ignores them.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Okay, so we now must follow him. This is what we got, the laptop gun. The laptop gun is developed by the Carrington Institute, which makes you wonder why the hell the Datadyne have one lurking around in their office block in a random room this guy has the key to. It's not really explained. So, for that plot hole, he will also be punished. Now, what did he say to us again? Don't shoot! My God, he's got shoes! Well, we know what he said.
Don't shoot!
Yeah, well, we're going along with it now. We also now get to stay at the back of the elevator.
Don't shoot!
Bastard.
Don't shoot!
And we reveal something about him by not shooing him. He's got a false leg. He thought he could cover that up, but he can't. Yes, there's actually location-specific damage in this one. People have permanent effects. As you can see, his false leg is powered by ketchup. It's a radical technology that Datadyne has developed for the world. I don't know why. We'll have to find out about it later. He's leaving ketchup everywhere too. The cleaners are going to be most angered at him. So we've got one of those animated graphs again, and we've got this screen full of scrollity text here. You're not logging on. Let's just see. Watch his behaviours here. Look at this.
I'm in.
You're not doing anything, you asshole. He deserved that. Okay, so get the data uplink out, which is our TV remote. We point the TV remote at this screen of scrolling text, which will allow us to change all the channels in all the TVs in these various buildings. Okay, so we've downloaded the file that will never be referenced again, and now we will just briefly pause the game to make sure that my upload looks good. So there we go, our game unpaused and ready for combat again. So now we're going to go down into the lobby, which is full of mans, and here we go, here's that second Falcon 2 that we developed. This elevator comes up here. Again, there are no stairs down from this floor, so you know, what are they supposed to do in case of fire? Well, die, I suppose, but I can't really see that would look good on their employment forms. Never mind, we're going to be outfoxed by this elevator now. Close, you damned elevator door. Well, I'm going to go and close you then. Ha ha ha, you fool. I was about to close anyway. Oh. This is even have evil elevators here, you see. So we'll make our way down into the lobby where a firefight will develop. However, we will use a shortcoming of the AI in order to defeat this firefight in an unbelievably easy manner. And you will see that shortly. Well, hey, here we are. We're down in the lobby, and the door opens up. So now these guys will now run around the corner here, be outfoxed by this elevator. This guy can actually fire through glass. There's only some glass they can't see through. It's really quite bizarre. But they can't see through this piece of glass here because it's indestructible glass, and they can't shoot through it, which means that we basically have an indestructible wall at our disposal here. Albeit one that moves around occasionally because the elevators move around of their own volition, which must waste a hell of a lot of power, really. What the hell? That guy's being shot! Maybe there's someone around here with a gun! Good lord! Okay, so he's been defeated as well. And yeah, all you have to do is just maneuver around this sheet of glass, no one will be able to do a damn thing about you. Okay, that's the roll animation they have, which is the animation most likely to get them killed. We have now defeated everyone in the lobby in a fit of carnage. You would think that a glass lobby wouldn't be a particularly good place to have a firefight that wasn't seen by anyone, but apparently nobody observes this firefight at all. Because if you disable the external comms hub, they can't call for any kind of backup. It's very strange, this building. It's a strange and bizarre reality. If we duck down here, we can find something else. We can find these guns, which are apparently used to guard that incredibly important animated graph thing, which we have seen previously. I don't know why they've got it down here. How does she know there's a security room? They don't even know where the basement elevator is, for crying out loud. The architectural knowledge of the Carrington Institute is curious at best, I'm afraid. So we've defeated him, and there's two more of his fellows who will come out here, but they will also be defeated by our waves. They're not actually particularly accurate on any skill level, unless you jack their accuracy right up to 1000%, in which case they'll hit you if they see you. But we don't want to do that, and you can only do that in the mode that's unlocked after you've beaten the entire game. So we won't be able to do that, but I can show it off if you want. Right, so now that we've killed everyone again, we can make our way into the security room and plant our ECM all McMine on that there security hub. But firstly, we must be paranoid just in case that wall over there gets any ideas. We'll accidentally select the laptop gun first, and then we will select the mine. We throw the mine over here. You'll see the laptop gun actually has a zoom on it, and the crosshair changes slightly when you have the laptop gun out to verify this. You can see there's a little box around the crosshair. Right, so what we do for the laptop gun is we use the secondary fire mode, which deploys as a sentry gun, which looks nothing like it. But then again, the gun itself looks nothing like a laptop either. Yeah, you've got to love the Carrington Institute, which apparently develops and sends people out on missions without knowing even the basic structure of this thing. What if the basement elevator wasn't around here? What if it's like in the car park or something? Have we just killed the entire security force for no reason? And once again, yeah, it's okay to... it's bad to kill the CEO. It's bad to kill her secretary. It is apparently not bad to kill random passers-by or members of private security agencies who are presumably civilians as well. I guess because those civilians are crosses between Hitler and Skeletor or something. They are the evilest men alive, my god. So there's sometimes a man that lurks around there, so we will just briefly check for him by throwing the laptop gun there, because we can pick it back up again anyway. This thing burns through ammo like nobody's business, but it's good for things like that. Anyway, now that we have defeated all them, we've finished the level. There's the end of the level. Here we go. Walk up to that, press the button, and we get a cutscene where, hey, you press that with the silencer and... Joanna, you could at least attempt to perform an action that looks like what the sound effect says. Anyway, we've now unlocked a cheat. The way the cheats work in this game, there are two sets of cheats. There is one just for completing the level at all, and there is one for doing it in a certain time on a certain difficulty. This one's on Secret Agent, so we're not likely to see that anytime. So we finished that off. We press start to see the next mission. Holograph radioactive isotope. Look, now you're just bashing words together and trying to look clever. Anyway, we're not going to do that now because that's the next video. So let's get on with something else. This is our glitch theatre, where hey, this is why I couldn't use the previous video. video. But yeah, you might notice we've been shooting him a bit, but, you know, in my test game, which I didn't record, that was fine. But in this game, he doesn't want to go through the door, or let me through the door. That's not on. You're a bad man. There is only one thing to do with bad men, which is that we gunish them. There we go. Anyway, we failed that because it apparently killed him. I've been Evil Tim, and this has been Perfect Dark.